Are you confused about Telegram triggers in n8n? By the end of this video, you'll understand each one of them and how to actually use them in real-life examples. But before actually starting creating our triggers and testing, we actually need a bot. So for this, let's go ahead and open Telegram, search for BotFather. You can go ahead and start. They actually now created an application for it, so you can just click open. We're going to create a new bot. Let's call it bot test Telegram triggers. About, we can leave it open, and the username, it actually needs to end with bot, as you can see here on the below message. So let's call it demo Telegram trigger bot. Okay, it's available. Let's create it. And we have our bot. After it's created, let's copy the token. Go back to your n8n, click this plus sign, credentials, and here, Telegram API. Let's continue. Let's paste our token, and we can call it demo Telegram trigger bot. So we know which bot we're talking about. Okay, save. We can go back now to our workflow. So the first trigger is trigger on message. So one use case for this trigger is, for example, the user sends a message saying 500K lunch. And then this message is consumed, is processed by our AI agent, and then is pushed to a Google Sheet. So to do this, to use this trigger on message, we first need our bot. So the bot we already have. I already added the trigger, but if you want to add, click on this plus sign, write Telegram. You go for the triggers, and it's the message one. So as you see, on message. So in this case, I already have it there, so I'll delete it. After having it, you have to configure it to be the right bot. So double click it, credentials to connect with, and we select demo Telegram trigger bot. So the bot credentials that we just created on n8n. Let's go ahead and execute our step to start listening for the messages. As we can see, it's listening for test event. We go back to Telegram, to our bot, and let's initialize a chat with it. As you can see, it got the first message. You can see like at the start message, but let's send another message to see if it still catches. Hello from Telegram. As you can see, we have here, hello from Telegram. Let's go ahead and check the next trigger. So the next trigger is edited message. And for this, what we need? So we need our bot, and we need the message to edit. So we're going to use the previous message. And one use case for this is, example, a user sent the 500K lunch, but there was a typo. So instead of 500K, it was 501K. So it can edit. Our bot can take this message and update the correct data on the database. Before starting our workflow, let's actually configure it correctly. So in here, the only thing we need to do is select the correct bot. So I'm going to select it again, demo Telegram trigger bot. So this is done. I'll execute the workflow to start listening for the messages being edited. So it's running. And let's edit this message. So hello from Telegram, edition 2. And as we can see, we got our message, hello from Telegram, edition 2. Next trigger is trigger on a channel post. So for this, we need our bot, we need a channel, and we also need to attach the bot to the channel as an administrator. One use case for this is that there's a post or an announcement on the channel. The bot, it catches this announcement, formats the text, and publishes in different social medias like X, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Let's go to Telegram. We click here on top, new channel. You can call it channel test. So this is created. You can put done, click the username, administrators, add admin, and let's paste our username of our bot. Let's configure our node to this bot, and let's start listening. And now we can go ahead and actually create our channel post. Let's see, it was executed, and we have hello, this is a post. Going now to the next trigger, edited channel post. It's very similar to edit message. So for this, we're going to need our bot, we already have, the channel, we already have. Attaching the bot to the channel, we already did this, we just need to edit the post. But before doing this, let's actually configure our node. So double click, credentials to connect with, and select the bot that we created. So this is done. Let's execute our workflow. Waiting for trigger event. We can go back to Telegram. Let's edit our post, v2. And we have our response. Hello, this is post v2. Let's talk now about inline query. So this inline query trigger is very useful when you want to trigger your bot in different chats, not only in the channels that he is and so on. The requirements for this is having our bot, and we have to enable inline mode. So to do this, let's go back to Telegram. Let's go to BotFather and let's open it. Let's select our bot, scroll down to bot settings, mode settings, inline mode. So in here, we have to enable it. So it's enabled, this is done. You can close it. We go back to n8n to configure our node to make sure it's the correct bot. Double click, credentials to connect with, demo Telegram trigger bot. Let's go ahead and execute our workflow. Let's go to Telegram. We can open a different chat. And let's tag our bot. Get me Bitcoin price. You see, we got it here, the message, get me Bitcoin price. So the next trigger is the pull trigger. So it's when there's an update. The next trigger is the pull trigger. So this trigger is very used when you want to do some analytics or saving the results of a pool that you created in a channel. So for this, the requirements, we need our bot, the channel, we need to create a pool, and we need to end this pool. So we got the event that it was updated. So let's configure our pool node to make sure the bot that we have is the correct one. Timo Telegram trigger bot. Let's start listening for it. So it's waiting for trigger event. We can go back to Telegram. We are already in our channel. Let's click this attachment icon. Pool. We're going to create our pool. We're going to vote on it. And now we can create our update event on the pool. So I'm going to just stop pool. Stop. And now on n8n we have it. So the options we can see when it was 2 and 3. This one has 0 vote count and this one has 1, the one that I did. For our final Telegram trigger that we're going to take a look is called Callback query. It's very useful for inline query messages. So we have an inline query message and we want to have a callback on it. So for this, I already prepared some notes to create this inline query message. I'm going to open and show it to you so you know what's going on. So here, we're going to just send a message. The reply markup is inline keyboard, and we are just asking a simple questions. Deployment ready, proceed. And then we have the option yes, with the callback data option 1. And then we have the second row, not really, with the callback data option 2. So let's go ahead and execute our workflow that will create the inline keyboards. We can see here on the left, deployment ready, proceed. So before I click, I'm going to start listening back on n8n. So I'm going to select the correct bot, execute workflow, and we can go ahead on Telegram and select yes. So the message, as you can see here, as we can see, the data was caught back on n8n option 1 when you selected yes. Now that you understand all Telegram triggers, you are ready to build real automations. If you want to keep leveling up on n8n, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss the next tutorial.